Imagine waking up each morning with a mindset that can turn even life's toughest moments into stepping stones. This isn't just wishful thinking, there's science behind it. Today, we're diving into a powerful audiobook called Practical Optimism by Dr. Sue Varma. Here's a brief sample to give you a taste of how life-changing a shift in mindset can be.
Welcome to Aspire with the Florrices, where we empower you with the tools to grow, succeed, and thrive.
Practical Optimism, the art, science, and practice of exceptional well-being. This is the author, Sue Varma, MD. To my patients, your courage and commitment to optimal living inspire me. You are my greatest teachers. For you, the reader, my friend and fellow practical optimist, I hope this book serves as a wellspring from which you refill your glass each and every day. To my family, your love and belief in me replenish my glass with an abundance that allows me to pour for others. And to the footprints in the sand, my own practical optimism journey, you've taught me that it doesn't matter whether the glass is half full or half empty. It is always refillable. Author's note. The principles of practical optimism, PO, go beyond simply reducing or helping us withstand stress. Together, they add up to the ultimate PO goal, a secure, level-headed sense of self-worth, resulting in more confidence in ourselves and our abilities, helping us unleash our natural strengths and talents, and build a life of meaning, purpose, connection, and joy. I hope this book will be deeply useful to you. However, please bear in mind that this book is not meant to be a manual on mental health disorders and their treatments. And while suicide, grief, anxiety, depression, loss, peripartum disorders, burnout, pandemic losses, discrimination and bias, social and political uncertainty, trauma, exceptional longevity, chronic illness, exercise, sleep, habit formation, workplace wellness, interpersonal relationships, couple dynamics, and other topics are discussed on varying levels, this book isn't intended to be an exhaustive or comprehensive discussion of these topics. The cases in this book are composites to ensure confidentiality and to be reflective of a variety of experiences, and they are used to illustrate key points in each pillar of practical optimism. Some of the cases may feel more relatable than others. I am deeply indebted to my patients, from whom I have learned so much and whom I deeply respect. I am also indebted to all those pioneers, named and unnamed, whose work, research, insights, and philosophies have informed and influenced my thinking over the years, and as this book has taken shape. Our scientific understanding of health and well-being is ever evolving. I've drawn on what is known to this point, and I look forward to the evolution and application of practical optimism as we continue to learn more. Case composites have been condensed and don't reflect the process of mental health treatment. No book, no matter how helpful, can replace the careful and thorough evaluation and examination of an experienced and qualified trained mental health professional. There is no substitute for the work done in psychotherapy, be it group, family, couples, or individual, nor for the benefits from thoughtfully and carefully combining medications or other important treatment modalities as part of an individualized and comprehensive treatment plan when needed or deemed essential by you and your treatment provider. The progress is often in the process, and the process unfolds over time. As much as this book is about practical optimism, there are some obstacles, such as racism, discrimination, bias, sexism, victimization, neglect, inequity, barriers, healthcare disparities, flawed or broken systems, to name only some, that can make the practicality of achieving optimism, either in philosophy or practice, feel insurmountable. This book's message, its positive outlook, its tangible tips and strategies are not meant to minimize or negate anyone's lived experience. Practical optimism is about trying to figure out what works best for you, given your own unique circumstances, background, experiences, goals, and resources. Sometimes it's not so clear what we need. Practical optimism helps you try to figure out what you need and then helps you get it, whether it's time, perspective, acceptance, concrete know-how.
Dr. Sue Varma's voice alone is soothing, right? But it's what she says that really sticks. Practical optimism isn't just about thinking positive. It's a toolkit for turning challenges into growth opportunities. In the next few minutes, I'll unpack what makes this audiobook special and why, if you're interested in rewiring your outlook on life, it might be just what you're looking for. So what exactly does Dr. Varma mean by practical optimism? It's optimism with roots in reality, a way of viewing the world that's grounded and achievable. Let's dive into the 8 pillars of practical optimism that she outlines, starting with one of my favorites, reframing thoughts. We all have that little voice that jumps to the worst-case scenario, right? Dr. Varma shows us how to catch these thoughts, look at them objectively, and reshape them. Instead of thinking, I'll never get this right, she guides us to consider, what if this setback is just part of the learning curve? I'll share a personal moment here. A few months ago, I faced a pretty big setback on a project I had invested a lot into. I could feel the usual self-doubt creeping in, but using techniques similar to those Dr. Varma suggests, I was able to step back, reframe it, and see it as an opportunity to learn rather than a failure. It's simple, but not easy, yet these shifts add up over time. Another key pillar she explores is gratitude in daily life. Dr. Varma suggests that gratitude isn't just a buzzword, it's a habit that builds resilience. Research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly are generally more satisfied with life and bounce back from challenges faster. She gives practical exercises you can start implementing right away. I found that just by listing 3 things I'm grateful for at the end of the day, I felt a noticeable lift in my own mindset. It's amazing how the small practice can reshape your entire perspective. Dr. Varma has built practical optimism on these kinds of realistic, science-backed strategies. It's a toolkit you can start using immediately, even if you're dealing with heavy stress, feeling stuck, or just wanting to add more purpose to your life. If this sounds like a journey you're interested in, there's a link below where you can check out the full audiobook for yourself. Using our link not only supports the channel, but also gives you a direct way to dive into these practices that have transformed my approach to challenges. Plus, Dr. Varma's insights might just surprise you.